Once we got back here, then we obviously had the test done, and we just found out earlier today that the results of those tests did, in fact, confirm that I have tested positive for that virus.
And now the mind boggles as to how did I get it, right?
Well, there's a number of things that are mind-boggling to me. I mean, I've never, I don't feel sick. I haven't been sick in 3 years. It's very puzzling. It's very hard also to accept the fact that something like this actually has happened. You know, how I got it, when I got it, you know, who I got it from. I think those are all things that at this point are very unimportant. You know, what happens, what counts is where I go from here.
And you are never going to know, are you?
No, I won't.
No. Could it have been a sparring partner, another boxer?
I think that there's obviously, you know, they will tell you, doctors, professionals will tell you that there is a possibility. They don't, they think it's highly unlikely. Whether or not, you know, I agree with that really doesn't matter. I think that I'm convinced that I probably contacted this through living a very promiscuous lifestyle for about 2.5 to 3 years. And I believe that that has to be how it happened.
But that lifestyle ended a while ago, didn't it? You've been with a girl for a long time now?
I've presently been with a girl for about 2.5 years. That lifestyle persisted while I lived in Kansas City. I lived there for a number of years, about 6 years altogether. Shortly after beating George Foreman for the WBO title, my priorities somewhere along the line got really screwed up.
Yeah.
I didn't do the right things. I led a very reckless lifestyle. And
but
now,
you have taken this test before in the last 2 years and checked negative, right?
This is true. I have tested negative a couple of years ago. I'm not exactly sure of the date, but this I've been informed it is a virus that has a incubation period of 6 months to 5 years before they can pick it up. So, you know, I just don't know.
Do you agree with the decision that nobody should box with it?
Yes, I do. I totally agree with that. I'm glad that I found out that I had it. It's hard telling how long I might have went on boxing, how many lives I could have put in danger because of that. I think testing in this sport, obviously, in my opinion, and once again, I'm not a doctor, but I think this sport obviously is probably the #1 sport for contracting this virus, because it's a contact sport, it's a blood sport in a lot of bouts, and I'm just glad that I found out. And even though my career is over, I hope that in some way, shape, or form I can continue to step up and find a new, better way to educate people. I have to do that because obviously the education that's going on out there now, I wasn't educated. I didn't know. I associated this disease with the ghettos of New York City and people that subject themselves to certain type of lifestyles. Never in a million years did I ever dream that something like this was going to happen to me. And but I walked around for a little too long thinking that I was bulletproof, and I'm here to tell you that I wasn't.